So I'll give you the specific concrete ones, which is big city mayors have been pushing really hard, including Muriel Bowser in DC, for a return to office, right? Because it impacts their tax base. It impacts, work from a downtown central business district perspective. Now, Muriel Bowser in DC, in her inaugural speech, said, get the federal workers back. But she also then continued the sentence, or turn them over to local government and local nonprofits who actually need space. We will then utilize them, right? So there's multiple ways to get at this. But that political pressure on has absolutely been there. It's been there in the Fed workforce now for the past several years because you've got Democratic mayors, right, pushing on the Biden administration. You had, unfortunately, a number of Republicans who would demonize this in order to demonize a workforce. I'm sorry, we would have demonized the federal workforce for being lazy and shiftless if they were working in the office just as much as we're going to demonize them for being lazy and shiftless if they were working from home. They are dedicated civil servants. I'll get off my soapbox. But the federal workforce stuff is the most obvious, glaring example of politicization going on. It happens more broadly, though, too, right? And the way that it happens and the way that starts to show up is some of the pressure here is around a return to hustle culture. And the return to hustle culture, the symbology, the signs that Johnny shows up early, Johnny stays late, therefore we should reward Johnny, more often than not go to people who look and operate like me. And trust me, I did it really well for a number of decades because I was the primary caregiver at home. But that's why this starts to feel political for people in real ways also, because Mark Ma's got, by the way, a bit of research on this. It's not surprising at all that the CEOs who push this most often are almost always white men. So the system works really well for us.